Hi, I'm stopping by for a quick hello. I've been thinking a lot about covenants lately. A covenant is a binding agreement between two or more people or parties or entities, and it's often linked or tied to action. We think of marriage often as a covenant. You don't have somebody waltzing into a marriage and saying, "Oh, I'm going to be part of this covenant now." No, that's just between those two people who made that vow before God, isn't it? Or sometimes there are covenants in regard to real estate and what it can be used for. But speaking of somebody waltzing in and claiming to be part of a covenant, I've heard lately about some people who may be doing that or have done that, came in and said, "Oh, we're part of this covenant now," when they are not. Um, I don't know whether that's true. And that's something that I think we all need to kind of figure out. Certainly a discussion for another day, but it's pretty serious to say that you are part of a covenant when you aren't. The Bible speaks of covenant between God and Noah. Getting back to covenants, that rainbow in the sky is God's sign still of his covenant, his promise not to flood the earth again like he did in the days of Noah. That rainbow belongs to God, not somebody else. Or circumcision and a lot of land were involved in that covenant between God and Abraham. And even in the New Testament, we have the Lord's Supper and baptism as our covenants when we accept Christ as our Savior. It's interesting, isn't it, how even though God's chosen, whether they're a nation or individual, if they break faith, for instance, if we disobey, if we don't uphold commandments, like Jesus said, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. Well, plenty of times that we don't. We don't hold up our end of the deal, that God still upholds his. Isn't that amazing? I mean, he certainly did. For instance, Israel in the Old Testament, they suffered some big losses in exile for their faithlessness, but the covenantal blessings were always restored when they repented, and that's the way it is with us too, isn't it? So I guess we're witnesses to the fact that covenant is not due to our merit so much as it is due to God's mercy. Boy, what's something that we can love to think about these days. And covenant, pretty serious thing, pretty serious stuff, whether it's a person or a couple or a nation. And I'll see you next time.